He cheated. I exposed him in front of our family. Now everyone's mad at me. Hi everyone, I'm in a really tough spot and I need some advice. I 32F have been married to my husband, Jake, 34M, for 8 years. We have 2 kids, a 6-year-old boy and a 4-year-old girl. Our life seemed perfect, like the kind of relationship everyone looks up to. That is, until I discovered that my husband was cheating on me. It all started a couple of months ago. I noticed Jake was being a bit distant. He wasn't as affectionate as he used to be, and he was spending long hours at work. I didn't think much of it at first, but then something just didn't feel right. I've always trusted him, so I brushed off my worries, telling myself I was just overthinking things. But then I found a text message on his phone. It was a message from a woman I didn't recognize. They were talking about meeting up and having a good time together. My heart sank when I read it. I didn't want to believe it at first, but I couldn't deny what I saw. I confronted him, and of course, he denied everything, saying it was just a misunderstanding. But the more I pressed, the more the truth came out. He confessed that he had been having an affair for about 6 months. The woman was someone he met at work. He said it was a mistake, but I was devastated. I had trusted him, and now everything felt like a lie. What made it worse was that he didn't even seem sorry at first. He was more upset about getting caught than the actual affair. So after a few days of thinking about it, I made a decision. I was done, but I didn't want to just end it quietly. I wanted him to understand the gravity of what he had done. We were supposed to have a family dinner that weekend with both our families. It was a big deal for us. Everyone was excited to get together. I thought, why not make it the perfect time to expose him for what he really is? The night of the dinner, everything was going as planned. Everyone was chatting and enjoying the food, and my husband looked like everything was normal. I, on the other hand, was just waiting for the right moment. Then I stood up and said, I have something I need to share with all of you. It's about Jake. The room went silent. My mother-in-law looked concerned and my parents started looking confused. I pulled out my phone and showed them the messages between Jake and the other woman. I explained everything, how I found out, and how he had been lying to all of us. The room was dead quiet for what felt like forever. My husband was completely shocked. He turned pale, and at first he tried to deny everything again. But seeing the messages in front of everyone, he knew he couldn't lie his way out of it. It was clear that he was guilty, and everyone saw it. What happened next was wild. My mother-in-law actually stood up and slapped him across the face. She was furious, shouting at him for hurting me and embarrassing their entire family. My father-in-law was livid too. They started calling him out for being a terrible husband and father. It was a scene, to say the least. Jake was humiliated. He begged for forgiveness in front of everyone, saying he would do anything to fix things. But I was done. I told him I would never forgive him for this. I don't think he expected me to be that strong, but I was. The entire evening was filled with awkwardness and tension, and by the end of it, I knew I had made the right choice. Now here's the problem. My friends and family are saying I handled it well. They say I did the right thing by exposing him in front of everyone, but his side of the family is furious with me. They're calling me vindictive and cruel for making this public. Some of them think I should have just ended things privately and kept the kids out of it.